Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a new iron curtain rising in Eastern Europe, but this time it's not made of just steel. It's built from American depleted uranium armor and powered by massive gas turbine engines. That's right, today we are diving deep into a historic deal that is shaking up European security. Romania, a crucial frontline state for NATO, has bypassed Europe's premier tank, the Leopard 2A8, and instead committed a massive budget to purchase the M1A2 Abrams from the United States. Why did they make this choice? What geopolitical signals are hidden behind this decision? And how will it impact the balance of power in the Black Sea region? Let's get into it. If you look at a map of Europe today, you'll immediately see that Romania occupies one of NATO's most vulnerable and critical strategic positions. They share a border with Ukraine and, crucially, a coastline along the Black Sea, a region where tensions have been boiling over for years. This intense pressure has made Romania acutely aware that its traditional armored forces are simply no longer sufficient. Imagine this. Until recently, the backbone of the Romanian army has been the TR-85 M1 tank. Even with some upgrades, its roots lie in completely outdated Soviet-era technology. Relying on these aging tanks on a modern battlefield saturated with drones and advanced anti-tank weapons is practically like walking into a fight at a severe disadvantage before a single shot is fired. Because of this reality, the Romanian government has had a serious wake-up call, and if we look at the latest updates from early 2026, the Romanian Ministry of National Defense made headlines by requesting a record-breaking defense budget of 2.81% of their GDP. That is not just for routine military purchases. It's an all-in commitment to fund high-end, long-term procurement projects like F-35 fighter jets and, of course, the star of our video today, the M1A2 Abrams tank. The primary goal of this massive cash injection is to significantly upgrade their deterrence capabilities and transform the Romanian military into one of the most modern forces in Eastern Europe. But a question that many people ask, and one that sparks heavy debate among military analysts, is why didn't Romania choose Germany's Leopard 2A8? From a geographical and logistical standpoint, buying weapons from a European neighbor seems like the most logical choice. The Leopard is combat-proven, features an extensive user network across Europe, parts are easier to source, and maintenance should theoretically be faster. Plus, the specs on the 2A8 variant are cutting-edge. It's considered the perfect tank for the European theater. So why would Romania cross the Atlantic to order the fuel-hungry Abrams from the US instead? The answer to this goes much deeper than paper specifications. What Romania is buying isn't just heavy armor, they're purchasing a national security guarantee. Choosing the Abrams is a clear geopolitical statement that Romania wants to inextricably link itself to the logistical supply chains and the defense industrial base of the United States. From the perspective of Romanian leadership, operating American tanks means pulling Washington's attention, support, and commitment directly into the Black Sea region. If a severe crisis were to erupt, being integrated into the US military's deep-tier maintenance network is a far more reassuring guarantee than anything else. This historic deal officially kicked off with Romania signing a contract for a first batch of 54 M1A2 SEPv3 tanks, the most modern variant currently in service. The value of this initial deal is a staggering $1.07 billion USD. This decision sends a very clear signal to Russia and cements Romania's role as NATO's new fortress. Now, to give you a clearer picture of exactly what Romania is getting with the Abrams SEPv3 and how it stacks up against the frontrunner it beat out, the Leopard 2A8, let's take a look at an in-depth spec comparison and the project costs. Looking at this table, it's clear that both of these tanks are absolute monsters of modern armored warfare. Starting with their weight, they are very closely matched, sitting in that 65 to 73 ton range, which is seriously heavy. But the most distinct difference, their signature feature, is the power plant. The M1A2 SEPv3 uses the Honeywell AGT 1500 gas turbine engine, which cranks out a massive 1500 horsepower. The advantage is that it's incredibly quiet from a distance and has phenomenal acceleration, but the well-known downside is that it drinks fuel like water. Meanwhile, the Leopard 2A8 uses an MTU diesel engine that delivers the same horsepower but is far more fuel efficient and integrates easily into Europe's traditional diesel logistics networks. This is exactly why many initially thought the Leopard would be a better fit for Romania. Moving on to firepower, the Abrams comes equipped with the 120mm M256 smoothbore gun. While it's slightly shorter than the Leopard 2A8's L55A1 gun, the US compensates by constantly developing new kinetic energy armor-piercing rounds that possess devastating penetrative power, making their destructive capabilities nearly identical. Regarding self-defense, both variants support the Trophy APS, currently the best active protection system in the world, capable of accurately intercepting incoming anti-tank missiles. This drastically increases the crew's survivability on the modern battlefield. And then we get to the crucial factor, the procurement cost of this project. The figure of $1.07 billion USD covers 54 M1A2 SEPv3 tanks, along with various support systems. However, if Romania had decided to go with the Leopard 2A8 from Germany, current market estimates, based on recent purchases by other European nations, suggest that an equivalent package of 54 tanks could have soared to approximately $1.6 billion USD. It becomes very clear that beyond military strategy, the US Abrams deal was noticeably more cost-effective for their budget. That $1.07 billion USD figure might seem huge, but for Romania, it is a price they are more than willing to pay. It's not just about buying a tank with the thickest depleted uranium armor. It is about buying a ticket into the exclusive club of the US military. Operating the exact same platform as the American Army guarantees that in the event of a major conflict, logistics, spare parts, and software upgrades will flow seamlessly directly from the Pentagon right to the front lines. And to ensure this national-level transition goes smoothly, Romania isn't just writing a check and waiting for delivery. They are actively preparing right now. Fresh news from early 2026 confirms that at the Smart-In training area, Romanian troops from the 284th Tank Battalion took their veteran TR-85 M1 tanks to conduct live-fire joint exercises alongside US Army M1A2 SEPv2s. This exercise was critically important. It was a serious test of interoperability, allowing Romanian soldiers to experience and learn American combat doctrine firsthand. This preparation is happening on a very tight timeline because the wait is almost over. Military sources confirm that the first deliveries of this initial 54-tank batch are scheduled to roll in this year, in 2026, with the entire order expected to be fully completed by 2028. To support this rapid integration, the US Army has actually established a rotational presence of American troops and Abrams tanks on Romanian soil to directly train local forces. And here is the kicker. This is just phase one. The Romanian Ministry of Defense has a massive, decade-long vision to field around 300 modern main battle tanks. In fact, late last year, in 2025, they already requested parliamentary approval to procure an additional 216 Abrams tanks. This isn't just a simple gear upgrade, it is a total overhaul of their armored forces. If we zoom out and look at the macro picture, we see a fascinating connection. Romania is not the only Eastern European nation making this exact calculation. If we look further north, Poland, another key NATO player, is also spending massive sums to procure the M1A2 SEPv3. What we are witnessing right now is the construction of an American-made wall of steel stretching all the way from the Baltic Sea in the north down to the Black Sea in the south. Having identical combat platforms across the entire region creates what military strategists call interchangeability. Think about it. If a major war broke out, US forces could immediately push logistics or even deploy their own troops straight into Polish or Romanian tanks without losing any time to cross-training. That is an absolute strategic nightmare. However, bringing 70-ton armored beasts into service comes with a massive challenge that many overlook: infrastructure. We have to remember that for decades, the roads, bridges, and railways in Eastern Europe were designed to handle the weight of Soviet-era tanks like the T-72 or the TR-85 M1, which only weigh between 40 and 50 tons. Introducing the M1A2 SEPv3, which easily exceeds 70 tons when fully armored, means Romania has to invest even more money to upgrade infrastructure nationwide just to bear the weight of moving this equipment to the front line. This is what NATO refers to as military mobility, and it is a core component of modern, time-sensitive warfare. One final point we cannot miss is the brutal lesson learned from the battlefields of Ukraine, which has changed armored warfare forever. Today, tanks face a constant threat from top-attack FPV drones. Romania's choice of the SEPv3 wasn't solely about armor thickness. It was an investment in the most advanced electrical architecture and networking available. This tank has generators powerful enough to support future electronic warfare, or EW systems, designed to jam drones. Furthermore, its networking systems will connect seamlessly with the F-35 fighters they just ordered. It's not just a tank, it's a mobile command center ready to evolve and handle new aerial threats far more flexibly than older platforms. Ultimately, Romania's Abrams procurement deal reflects a massive shift in how NATO is adapting on its eastern flank. A nation that once stood in the shadow of the former Soviet Union is rapidly leapfrogging forward in capability. Romania is forging a new Iron Curtain, not to divide, but to deter and resist unpredictable threats. Choosing to form a deep alliance with the United States through this premier piece of hardware will change the face of the Romanian army forever and undeniably elevate them into one of the most formidable players on the shores of the Black Sea. So, what do you guys think about this historic deal for Romania? Do you believe choosing the Abrams over the Leopard was the right strategic move and worth the billion-dollar price tag? Let me know your thoughts and let's get a discussion going in the comments below. If you enjoy deep dive analyses into military hardware and geopolitics like this, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.